Hello, welcome to this Maths with Audio video. This is the first one of our GCSE series that I'm starting for 2026, sorry. God, I've gone back a decade. We're starting off with the May 2024 paper. This is paper 1 on the foundation. It's not regional, and we'll see how many we can get answered in this short period of time. Let me go full screen. Okay, there's our formula sheet. Make sure you're checking your formula sheet for your exams. Make sure you're aware of what's in there. We've got question 1. Table gives us information about the lengths in kilometres of the shorelines of 7 lakes. Oh, I've got to set that as background, otherwise that's going to move a lot. Which of these 7 lakes has the longest shoreline? So that'll be the one with the biggest number, which is that one there. So that is Sima. Write down the number. So 6,124. And they'll allow you to misspell it just a little bit, just as long as you're not spelling 4 SIX, then we're okay. The shoreline of Lake Nasser is longer than the shoreline of Lake Inari. How much longer? So Nasser, 8947. Take away Inari, which is 2758. And I'll harp on about this. I'm putting this into the calculator. 2758. And that gives me 6,189. Okay, so don't take any risks. Write down the value of the 6. This is 60. They will allow 60. Two numbers in the table round to 4,000. When written correct to the nearest thousand, write down these two numbers. So it's this one, 4,000. This one's 9,000, so that's no good. That one's way too big. That one will round to 5,000, 6,000, 3,000, and the last one will round to 4,000. It wants the numbers written down. So that's going to be 3808. And then the other one is 4361. And they'll probably be happy if you write down the name of the shoreline. Right, question 2. We're going to see how many of these we can get done. 10 take away 4 is equal to 6. And then 6 plus 9 is equal to 15. So it's 15p. We just work from left to right when we're doing additions. This next bit, simplify. 9 times 4 is 36. So it's 36q. And our last one, solve. So r is being multiplied by 4. So we have to divide by 4, which gives us 15 over 4. You can use your, I'm actually using a Casio CG50. If you've got the class whiz, you can just turn it into a decimal, but I'm fairly certain they will allow 3 3/4, and they'll allow 15 over 4. But yeah, you can use your function to change it. I've got to use S to D on my one. Okay. Question 3. A box contains 10 balls. 5 are black, 3 are green, 2 are red. Rima is going to take one at random. On the probability scale, mark with X probability the ball is black. So black has a probability of 5 out of 10, which is a half. So it's going to be there. On the probability scale, mark with across the probability that the ball is orange. There are no orange balls, so there is no opportunity for it to be orange. So we mark it there. Johan has 3 bags of counters, A, B, and C. He tries to find the probability of taking at random a white counter from each bag. He writes his probabilities in a table. The probability that Johan writes for bag C is incorrect. Explain how you know that this is incorrect. Well, it is greater than 1. And all probability sums to 1. Okay, nice and easy. Got to remember that for your exams. Right, question 4. Here's a polygon. Write down the mathematical name of this polygon. I like that they've added that in there because I once had a pupil who named a polygon Bob. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's an octagon. I don't know if it's an octa or an octagon. Octagon, that'll do. Right. Next one, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces between there and 100. So each of these are worth 20. which makes that arrow to 40. Here are 4 clock faces. Write down the letter of the clock face that shows 4:45. Well, that one's 4:15. That one's 4:15. That one, it's past 5 there. So this is actually 5:45, and this is the one we want. So it's C. Complete the following sentence by writing a suitable metric unit on the dotted line. The height of the Eiffel Tower is 300. I'm going to have to go meters because it's metric. It's not going to be 300 kilometers tall. It's not going to be 300 centimeters tall because that's 3 meters. So it'll have to be meters. Okay. Question 5. From the list of numbers, write down an odd number. So that's one that doesn't divide by 2. So odd numbers will end with 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. So 9 is the only one that's there. So you can have more than one sometimes. Write down a number that is a multiple of both 4 and 6. So the multiples of 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. And then we've got 6, 12, 18, 24. 24 is in both of them and it's in the list. So 24 is what we're looking for. Write down a cube number. Well, our cube numbers are 1 times 1 times 1, which is 1. 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. 3 times 3 times 3, which is 27. 27 isn't there, but 8 is. So we'll write that one down. A prime number. Now, a prime number has only 2 factors. And 2 is a prime number. It's the only even prime number. Everything else seems to divide by something different. Right, this one is BIDMAS or indices. So 6 squared, sorry, BIDMAS. There's no brackets. Indices we've got to do. So that's 36 plus 8 times 5. No divisions. Multiplications are next. 36 plus 40. And then our answer is 76. Of course, A and S. When you get to additions and subtractions, you just go from left to right. Okay, question 6. Work out the value of x. So angles around a point will add to 360. So 360, take away 235. I'm reaching for the calculator. Not taking any risks. 125. Give a reason. We just said it. Angles around a point sum or add up to 360 degrees. You can't just put your work in there. It's not going to work. You've got to actually put the sentence down. Okay, we need to work out the value of y. 3 marks. It doesn't say we have to give reasons. We've got quadrilateral and isosceles. Okay, I'm going to start off with this isosceles. So this is 54. So those 2 angles in here and here are equal because we have an isosceles triangle. We can now work out this angle in here. 180, take away 54. And I'm writing everything down for my examiner. Gives me 126. Finally, y is going to equal 360, take away 98, 126, and 90 degrees, which is what that little square represents. So 98 plus 126 plus 90 gives us 314. So 360, take away 314 is 46. So y is 46. Okay, I'm going to stop there. I'm going to save question 7 for next time. Hopefully that's been useful. Subscribe, watch all the videos, leave them on repeat, on mute if you want to. Get the watch hours up, and I will see you for the next video. Bye-bye.